Vote for your favorite K-pop of 2022. Visit 17caratkpop.substack.com for the link, and the results will be revealed on a December episode of the show. And please subscribe while you're at it, 17caratkpop.substack.com. Thank you. Hi everybody, welcome back to 17 Carat K-Pop and the final episode of 17 Talk of the year. We have to reflect on the incredible year it's been, both for Carats and 17. Then we have to conclude by talking about the perfectly full circle story of the Dream music video. A quick run through of all their accomplishments in 2022. I apologize if I missed something. Really took a while to gather this list together. So this is at the minimum what they accomplished this year. Their award wins include 2 at the Golden Disc Awards, 1 at Japan's Golden Disc Awards, the grand prize at the E-Daily Culture Awards, a special international award at the Japan Record Awards, 2 EMAs, and a 3rd nomination, a Bonsang at the Melon Music Awards and at the Seoul Music Awards. Seungkwan won a Daesang for Best Male Idol Entertainer at the First Brand Awards, and the group got nominated for 3 VMAs and 3 Mamas Mnet Asian Music Awards. They graced a lot of magazine covers and had special pictorials. Mingyu's for El Korea was incredible, and his one for Wave. The group covered Cosmo Korea. SQ Mingyu and Junhan covered Home Plus. Seungkwan for First Look. Vernon had his first solo mag cover ever for First Look. And Woozy had his first ever solo pictorial for Marie Claire. They spoiled us with new music, videos, and albums. We had the already iconic Face the Sun era with a world tour called Be the Sun. There's the Sector 17 repackage, the 13 Inner Shadows teaser series, which I did a whole episode breaking down, shameless plug. In addition to the group releases, the members kept busy solo too. We had June's Limbo, which showed a really cool contrast, this edgy, dramatic side to him outside of the sweet, wholesome boy he was for Crow and Silent Boarding Gate. At the top of the year, early January, Woozy was a rock and roll stunner with Ruby. Dino was doing his own thing. He surprise released High Five, more Danceology. Joshua released a cover of Double Take. Vernon teamed up with Omega Sapien for Wrecker. Seungkwan had a new OST, Pitapat. He also had this incredible cover of Juice by Lizzo with Yoonji Lee, and a Spotify singles cover for As It Was by Harry Styles, which I'm also obsessed with. Hoshi teamed up with Tiger JK for a World Tiger Day release called Tiger, We Love Consistency. The group released an Underscore World remix with Anne-Marie. DK had his own OST called Go. It was a chock-full year. Then, of course, there's the Dream EP and so many videos. The Ruby video, the Limbo video, Cheers, Underscore World, Hot, Dream, Darling. We really got so spoiled. In terms of big performances and TV appearances, they were on MTV's Fresh Out, and also the first K-pop act to be featured in MTV's We Speak Music campaign, focused on the theme of music as a universal language. They were also on fun shows like Knowing Brothers and Amazing Saturday, at least some of them were. They also performed on Jimmy Kimmel. They had some Facebook exclusives, some YouTube behind-the-scenes content from the tour. The BuzzFeed Puppy interview arrived. As of recording time, they are still slated to perform at the LA 3C Fest. Seungkwan appeared on Super Junior D&E's radio show. They were everywhere. Also, as of recording time lately, they've been in Japan for their 3 citywide takeover, the largest to date for HYBE, and made the BTS Vegas show look really small by comparison. This event included 18 different landmarks from around Osaka, and you could take a 17-image plastered train ride to the venue from the airport. Incredible. They were going to have a similar event in Vegas, actually. That was more like the BTS in Vegas event. But check out my episode called Fallen Pollen to get the whole backstory of that. They also released The Power of Love, the movie. So cute to watch them, rewatch them with their first music show in for Pretty You, talking about their hands-on approach to stuff. Mingyu talked about making the Snapshoot video. The members talking about their process, how it differs among units. DK's bleeped word was a nice highlight. They showed off different parts of their personalities for sure. They talked about the making of Bittersweet. Jin and the 8 talked about still bonding with the group and staying involved despite being stuck in China during some COVID months. It really was an interesting window into their life as 17, and a very fun concert movie that gave love to some of the best B-sides. Network Love, All My Love, Crush. The solo stages were a treat too. The Power stage for Hoshi, Dino for Zero, Mingyu and Wanwoo's Bittersweet, the fun gospel intro for Snapshoot, really great precursor of the fun to be had with that song, making it last like 10 minutes during the tour. Woozy shredding guitar during the Clap Rock remix, Take Me Back. They also, after a few COVID-related cancellation years, returned to having Caratland, a 3-day special event in March. They had lots of cute, sweet comments, fun dance challenges, and that was where they made a big announcement about the song Darling, which kicked off their big year of music, really. They also teased a world tour during that fan meeting. They started a special partnership with Apple for the Today at Apple series and this Music Lab remix project. So you can use certain remix options in GarageBand on your Apple device to make your own Darling remix. In terms of brands, sponsorship deals, Woozy looked adorable posing for Romantic Crown. Hoshi did as well for the streetwear brand Codegraphy. Wanwoo started modeling Huxley Cosmetics, and the group became part of a new campaign with UNESCO Korea, Going Together. After Woozy's solo Ruby topped iTunes in 18 countries, Hot topped iTunes in 26, and then Underscore World in 28. Darling actually did in 34. The group reached 10 million followers on both Twitter and Instagram, within days of each other actually. They also made chart history. They became the second artist in Hanteo's history to pass 2 million album sales in week 1 of a release. Sector 17 became their first top 5 entry on the Billboard 200 albums chart. It took 4th place. Power of Love was certified platinum in Japan. They became double million sellers thanks to Face the Sun. And Face the Sun, pre-repackage, was certified double platinum in Japan. They set up a special phone number so you could get text updates from 17. They joined the Rhythm Hive game. And they released a photo book called The Name 17. If you want to get into the deeper lore of 17's music video universe, I have plenty of episodes of 17 Talk that break that down. So go check those out if you're confused at any point about what I'm talking about. But I do want to conclude by talking about Dream, because the video really does everything I love about 17's work. I also have an essay series at 17caratkpop.weebly.com, shameless plug, as well as 17caratkpop.substack.com that dives into all of 17's many layers to their work. Each essay in the series talks about a different element. It's an ongoing series, not done yet, but so far I've dove into the meaning within their camera work, lighting choices, choreography, outfits, props, so much. Full 17 essay guides, I'll actually probably post a re-up compilation to all those essays by the end of the year, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the free newsletter to not miss it. But anyway, understanding how 17 really is intentional with all those little details really helps you better appreciate Dream on a new level. Because they're back at it, finding a lot of subtle ways to make a video more cinematic, but also related to past eras, true to them, and just very, very engaging. Like you're very immersed in watching. It's almost interactive. It starts out where it's like you as a viewer are flying through the air, flying zigzagging into this beautiful mansion. Then you have this beautiful, warm, fuzzy feeling because Junhan shows up in a fuzzy sweater and just walking down this really clean hallway. There's just something that feels like a full decompression permission created by some of their videos, just very therapeutic to watch. And they continue to just have this welcoming, chill demeanor in this hotel setting, wearing just incredible formal wear, really pretty outfits. It seems interesting that Wanwoo offers Junhan a key. Actually, though, by the time he turns around, it's June, but Junhan was standing there first for a key. And a key was the big symbol in Junhan's solo Inner Shadow teaser video. His inner shadow was related to the key that kept him trapped in a cage. Now he's just free, wandering this hotel, wanting a room key for it. Hoshi's character in the video seems to kind of have his own full circle moment. Because in his solo shadow video, he was hoping to get a response to his letter, and now maybe in the mail is where he got the painting he now holds on his lap. There's a cute moment there too where Vernon crouches down through a tiny door so you can see him. It's a very Wonderland-esque, disproportionate, playing around with size video, full of stuff like that. A giant chair, or maybe they shrunk, the tiny door, or maybe Vernon's just huge. Moments like that where the size proportionality is so off. And that kind of funhouse effect is really interesting, especially given Vernon's inner shadow video about him feeling like he was kind of drowning in his life. And now he's up wandering Wonderland. The giant chair that they take turns sitting on really made me think of the fact Woozy's solo teaser shows him on a raised platform too. I know that could be coincidence, but the isolation of being on furniture above everyone. His bed was way above everyone. These guys are sitting way above everyone. There could be some deeper meaning there about you feel disconnected, but Woozy was restless and alone. Now they're sitting together, which makes a world of difference. Joshua has an interesting moment dramatically walking through this hallway, taking off an eye mask slowly. That kind of mirrors the mask DK removed from his face in Fear. That seemed possibly unintentional, but interesting. It's also interesting how, when Joshua walks, there is a single light above him. So it's like people are gravitating toward him. The dancers go from opposite sides of the room to walking across the hall to start dancing in pairs. It's like he is the center of their universe. He is the sun that they've been singing about. The other members seem to have that effect too, in their own ways. They're causing things to happen. The world is turning into whatever they want in this dreamscape because they are the sun. Mingyu has that feeling too, where the camera starts spinning around so much, and then when it finally slows down, the whole world is kind of gone away with. He's standing in a new place, just a star-covered sky behind him. He's in outer space now basically, in the center of a new world. There are other fun kind of dimension hopping, galaxy hopping moments, like when there are clones of Wanwu and the camera starts swinging precariously as you watch, intentionally making the viewer feel extra confused and intrigued. There are clones of Esku as well, and both of these made me think of the clones they've had in previous videos. Soongwon actually had his in his 13 Inner Shadows video, Esku did in Shears, and Vernon did back in Clap. It's also cool that, like in Shears, in the choreography as a group, they finish with mimicking giving a toast to each other, clinking their glasses. It's cool how the scenes where they're all a group stay pretty simple, but also pretty busy. You have the colorful galaxy ceiling. They are very stylish formal wear, but the moves stay pretty simple, focused on hand gestures of falling asleep and stuff. And it stays interesting in those moments because the lights dim. It's like a phone went to night mode. A really key moment is when Dino starts drinking at the bar, a really fancy, expensive-looking bar, by the way. Very just aesthetically pleasing design, too. It looks kind of like a stained glass underwater effect, like it belongs in an aquarium or something that was on the ceiling of Hoshi's hotel room. Anyway, Dino at that bar treats himself to a drink that magic comes out of. Brightly lit curly cues of celestial magic of some sort flies out of there. It's like he unlocked a treasure trove of something. After serving others. The outfits are incredible too. Even their hair impresses me and keeps the aesthetics of this video just really cool. Like the black-haired members in all white outfits, June rocking platinum blonde as always. It also seems very nice and full circle to have this hotel setting, period. Back in their Boom Boom era, way earlier in their career, they were at the hotel too, engaging in much different hijinks that were more literally explosive and damaging. But they look very grown up and mature and dress the part now. A few more Inner Shadow video moments that came to mind watching Dream, the lone spotlight which was part of DK's video that follows Joshua now, plus June dances below that black starry sky in his own 13 Inner Shadows video. They've also made past references to the stars and constellations, so that seems relevant. They also bring up heaven in a lyric again, like an underscore world and heaven's cloud. They sing about feeling like it's all a dream, being in this relationship with you, and being eager to go to bed early so that they can start dreaming sooner and revisit this dream world. Although there's a very deep, thought-provoking moment when they ask, am I chasing my dream or being chased by it? But they say, too real to call it magic. If this were a reality, it'd be overwhelming. There's also a moment kind of deep and thought-provoking, if you think about it. It has more meaning than it seems on the surface. To say, floating in my dream, I have passed by countless stars. There isn't a single one that didn't shine. There isn't a single one that wasn't precious. Everything that I promised in my dream, I recalled each and prayed for it to come true. They also sing about drawing in your sketchbook your daydreams, which further just harken back to an earlier era with the love letter concept of writing down the day's events and reminiscing over the memories you recorded in a journal. Back to their roots, but also showing their new maturity and introspection on this song. It's also a great conclusion to this part of their story specifically, because remember the key words on original Face the Sun teaser posters: control, shadow, ray, path, pioneer. Control and shadow related to the 13 Inner Shadows series of videos. Ray, the Face the Sun era. Path, the Sector 17 era. And now pioneers, opening up a new galaxy for themselves with Dream. That's why the last single was called underscore world. You get to redefine, fill in the blank, make your own world, and build, as they said in that song, an arc for the me of tomorrow. Create your own path forward. Reach for the sky and then some. And the final detail I want to draw your attention to. I'm so happy I noticed this. Perfect way to end this saga. In the Dream music video, the clock above Wanwoo's head says it's 5:25, which is also the time SQ's alarm goes off in his 13 Inner Shadows video. In the video that kickstarted this whole era, and now it concludes at 5:25 again. Such a full circle moment. It's so cool the things they think of, tying it all together. Wonderful job as always. I know I'm biased to say that, but come on, they're so clever. Thanks for tuning in today. Much more 17 talk in 2023. You can catch up now wherever you get your podcasts. And if there's a specific part of 17's discography you want to read my review on or hear my thoughts on an episode, feel free to message me online and I can send you a link if you don't want to go through an episode guide or the site directory to find it. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in all year long. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye everybody.